Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live show. We're here with our special guest. I have Ed, which is the U2B matchmaker, and we have Lewis with the Cali Reseller. So glad that they were able to come on to the show with us today. And I want to go through and welcome everyone into the chat who's here already. We have Funky Fluffy, and then we have, let's see here, Queen Cleopatra. And we're having a little small start, but that's okay. And we have Simply Dana. Welcome. And I want to welcome each and every one of y'all to the chat. We have the Black-Eyed Silver. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see you here today. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with just a smaller introduction. Larry LL Stash is here. He's my co-host on Saturdays. Welcome, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
So we'll go around the chat and let everybody say hello to each other, and let's kind of get into a little introduction for those who may not know who y'all are. Go ahead and give us a little breakdown as far as who you are, what you do, and that kind of thing as far as if you sell on any platforms. Not everyone in the YouTube channel does that, but you never know. Also want to welcome Jennifer. Welcome. All right, we'll go with you, Ed. We'll start with you.
All right, so my name is Ed Baker. I live in Portland, Oregon. My channel, YouTube Matchmaker. I spell it with a U2BE. Matchmaker, and basically the whole concept of my channel is to help connect content creators, people that have YouTube channels, with viewers that otherwise might not find them. For example, in the case with the reseller community, I've got a lot of people from the coin community and silver and those kinds of things, and so that was kind of who I first started getting a lot of. But then you branch out to other areas like resellers and things like that, and all of a sudden there's a lot of crossover, and there people might not yet be connected with each other. Gives an opportunity to get a lot more eyes and ears on your channels, help you grow your counts as far as subscribers, but really it's about quality over quantity. So that's what we got going. As far as my background in resale, I've been out of the game for quite a while, but back in 2012, 13, 14, I was doing flea markets 4 days a week, 3 different flea markets. Back before that, I was doing some eBay stuff. I've had ups and downs in my life with having housing situations and things like that, where it's just been difficult. Where I live right now, I can't do the yard sale thing. I'm just in a small studio apartment in downtown Portland, Oregon. So it's kind of a challenge. But looking at Harry Humstone and Victoria with Adventures in Reselling, it really got me fired up for this again. And great community, great to meet all you guys.
Thank you. I noticed that when you were on last week, I think it was, you were on Victoria's, and that's how I found out about you.
Awesome.
All right, Callie, what about you?
All right. Well, I'm Cali Reseller Luis. I'm actually in Ontario, California, not Canada, because a lot of people always think I'm in Canada, but it's in Ontario, California. I'm about a 20-minute drive from Los Angeles, so just to kind of give you a better idea location-wise. But I actually started reselling since I was 14 because my dad actually used to fix washers and dryers and refrigerators. He used to pick them up on the side of the streets on trash days, and he would actually fix them, and he would go to the swap meets or the flea markets to resell them. So that's where I started getting my interest in reselling on, with other people's stuff. So right now I just sell on Mercari and OfferUp as well. I have sold on eBay as well also. And just pretty much, I've been reselling. Like I said, I did have a 9-to-5 job a couple years back, and I was reselling part-time. But when I got let go from my job, I dedicated myself to become a full-time reseller.
Oh, okay. And of course, everyone knows who I am. I am a full-time eBay reseller. I also want to welcome, let's see who else came in the room just now. Eagle Heart Sales, welcome. And we also have David Outdoors 74, welcome. And Dan the Answering Man in the house, welcome. So I have a question for you, Ed. What got you started in doing this type of YouTube to bring others together?
Well, I guess I came up with the idea around January, and I, at the time, was going to the library. I didn't have internet at home, and I lived really close to a large library here in Portland, and I was going there, and I guess I just started going on YouTube channels, and I guess the first thought was that there's a lot of really hardworking people that are passionate about what they're doing that just don't seem to have that many subscribers or aren't getting that many views for what I think is good content. And I tend to like a variety of different types of channels anyway. So I'm bouncing around going, gosh, it just seems like these people should be getting some more attention. And then I started going into some networking streams and was building my channel up, but it was more quantity than quality. I was kind of getting that I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine type, and a lot of paranoia, a lot of you didn't get me back, you didn't, whatever. And I just felt like we could do something different where we were actually trying to get you quality over quantity, people that actually are going to be subscribing to you because they want to, not because they need you to get them back. And so I just started having all these ideas of ways to go about it, and it just led to here.
I also want to welcome Marie. Maria just came in the chat. I'm sorry I missed you a few minutes ago. And we also have NASCAR man Derek and the reseller kid Pete. Welcome. And also now with you, Callie, what got you started into doing YouTube and or your platform that you sell on?
Well, Mercari, I pretty much started when it actually started. And I know a lot of people were not on that platform when it really started. So it was really slow in the beginning. And at that time, I was still on eBay. So I kept listing on Mercari and just kept listing. And I would sell maybe one thing a week, maybe when it started, when it was really not really that much of a venue, I guess, to sell online. But now over the last couple of years that it's really picked up, sales have been more accurate, more active. And I actually started selling more on Mercari than I did on eBay. So I'm just focused on Mercari right now, and also doing like the offer up where I would actually have me meet up people or also ship, since offer up does offer for you to sell stuff on there and ship out as well.
Is it hard to do on offer up?
Not really. There's stuff that I do sell locally here that, that'll probably cost $30, $40 to ship on Mercari or online. And it's a lot easier. You just meet up with the person and just pretty much, you do the interaction with the product and everything. And that's it. It's pretty simple. It's just pretty much just communication.
Okay, Ed, I have to tell you about this one that I'm going to say welcome to. If you haven't checked out her channel, she does a live auction every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And everyone knows her as Mama.
Okay.
That's Hip Flipping Mama.
Okay.
Welcome, Kelly. Her name is Kelly. And she does a live auction with jewelry every Wednesday afternoon at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I tell you, I've gotten some videos where I put out a whole video just on what I got from her.
Nice.
She does a lot of 925s and stones and gems and you name it. So you may want to check her out.
I will.
Definitely.
And so if anyone in the chat has a question, I would like you to put it in the chat with @CajunRoots, so I will see it and it'll highlight on my end for me, so I don't miss anyone's questions, regardless to who you want a particular question asked to, or we can all answer that same question. Well, Mama, you are too. Did you get your envelope yet of your thing I sent you as a care gift? I do that every now and then too. We're known to do that kind of thing. But that's one thing about this community. We all stick together. We all communicate and help each other out. And in this community, as far as the reselling is going, I find that there are different types of little cliques, so to say, or they're little groups. There are some that I do completely stay away from because I don't like drama. I feel if I want drama, I'll go back to New Orleans. But I like to keep a peaceful mind, and I'd like to keep hanging around those that are positive. That's my thing about the group I hang around with. Thank you, Mama. I just want to make sure you got it. And so what I do is I've been also doing like a video coming out tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. I am doing a giveaway, but what I'm doing in the giveaway is it's actually going to be how I'm sourcing right now. And right now, I did this video completely recognizing another YouTuber who's just starting out. She just hit 100 subs not that long ago, and I'm working with her to help her launch her YouTube channel. She does have it out there, but she's not really active yet. And when she's ready, we'll have her going. And that is Queen Cleopatra. Awesome. What I did was I did the video of everything I bought from her through her auctions. But what I did was I did a news break in the particular spot of that video. And so that's how I'm actually going to be doing my 500 sub giveaway, because I'm getting close. As of this morning, I was 484 subscribers and 1,407 watch hours. So
Wow.
that only started in Thanksgiving Day last year. On Thanksgiving Day was my first video. And granted, I'm enjoying it because it's growing slow. And I'm still putting out my videos and, of course, all my lives. And I also want to welcome Harry Humstone in the chat. Thank you for coming and spending your time with us. And so that way I did that video because I like to hide it into the video to where once they see it, it tells you what you got to do for that 500 giveaway. And so don't forget, tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., I'll be doing a premiere on that one. All right. So is there anything that y'all have, and each one of y'all can say this separately, of what y'all have maybe might be coming up, any special events y'all may be doing, or anything that we may need to look out for in your channels?
For myself, once a week, I do a pre-scheduled live stream. I also go on a few other times a week, just randomly when I have the energy and choose to do it. But once a week, I'll pick a day and time and schedule it in advance. For this week, that's going to be on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. During that live stream, I show about 60 channels off. I have it extremely organized with exactly the channels I'm going to show, the order, how long, what I'm going to show. I put like 15 hours a week into that show between doing it, planning it, promoting it, all those things. And I promote it everywhere. This will be the 4th week. We've grown every single week that we've done it. We had 70 people participate in our chat on Friday, our last one, and that was a new record for us. So that's what I got going on right now, Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific.
I've enjoyed you. Well, I've been watching your channels, and even I'm working, I'm listening. And it's amazing on the types of different channels. And I have been trying to get into looking at the different coin videos. And I have some already that I've been looking at, but you have been showcasing a few new ones that I've never knew about.
Right.
And so that's what I like about your channel. And because I am trying to get into my husband, Robert, he's not in the chat yet, but he had to have a meeting for work. He does a lot. He is a coin collector.
Okay.
So I see where he does a lot of coins in his collections, and I'm always asking him about them. And so that's one of the things that I like to do, is watch other videos, regardless if it's reselling or anything having to do with what we sell on our platforms. And to me, it's more relaxing because it's something different. Yeah. I also watch another one that's called Shepherd. It's a dog, and it's all about this German Shepherd. And so that one was pretty good because I like animals as well. So nice. Such a good array of videos out there. So what about you?
There's a lot of crossover. A lot of crossover. You know, you get somebody who you wouldn't even think would be, you just don't know. But you know, you got gaming channels or whatever, and they're in there, and all of a sudden they're experts on coins, and you just would have no idea. You know.
Exactly. And what about you, Lewis?
Right now, I'm doing just videos on what I've sold on Mercari and OfferUp, and also do when I go do my thrifting at Goodwill. I just did a couple of videos of that. And I'm actually going to start doing some live auctions. I'm actually planning to do my first one as a collaboration with Global Voodoo. So make sure you guys look out for that. That'll be coming out soon. So that's what I got going on right now.
Ready to go yet?
I'm sorry?
Do you have it uploaded and ready to go, or are you going to be putting it out this week?
No, the videos, like I said, I do videos. I try to do them 2 times a week if possible, if stuff that I sell. And when I do go to thrifting, or I just did an unboxing of the Topps cards that I posted up.
Okay.
So I try to post up a couple of videos a week, maybe 2 or 3 a week. And the thing with the live auction, that's still in the works right now. So once we do set in the date and the time for that, I will let everybody know.
That's good. Also, I want to say, Rosie said she got her moon pies yesterday, and the box was on her desk, and her son swiped them. That's something. I do bingo with Larry and Victoria. We do it every Tuesday. And that's at 5 o'clock p.m. And it's free to play, and we have a good time. And when it's my turn, because we rotate every week, so it's my turn this week, it's going to be Larry tomorrow, and then the following week will be Victoria. And so each one of us have a signature thing that we give away if you win during bingo. And for me, it's moon pies. Because from New Orleans, when we would run in the Mardi Gras floats on the parades, one of the signature things that we would throw is moon pies. And people go crazy for them things. And so that was why I started doing the moon pies on the bingo that I do at my time. So everybody's been getting their bingo winnings this week. I mailed those out last Tuesday. Robert, welcome. I think the meeting must be over. Welcome, Susie. Susie Woozy in the house. I am Squashy. If y'all don't know, we did an auction last week for her. She needs a surgery for her back to replace and correct the rods because she has scoliosis. If y'all watched it, that was last Wednesday. We did an auction for 8 hours straight, and we got them over their goal. And so that was a good turnout that night. And then we did another update Friday, letting everybody know what we had gotten, what we raised, and the total we collected. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Susie, Fluffy, Harry, Squash. Okay, everybody's here. So is there anybody that has any questions or you would like to know anything about my guest that's on the channel today? Let me know, and we'll go ahead and ask them or answer them for you. And we'll just start talking about anything that might come up through the chat.
I sure like to,
I'm sorry, what? Hello?
I sure like Lewis's video about the baseball cards, the 1990s Topps baseball cards that took me back to my childhood there. I think I started collecting in '88 with the '87 Topps cards. And so as you were going through those, I recognized so many of them. And then I started looking up some of the values, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not end up keeping all these and keep them in good condition and have them still? But yeah, it was fun seeing those.
Yeah. That's what's good about some of the different videos. It's amazing. Like I just saw, I didn't watch it. I wasn't there, but just Sandy was on the auction this weekend with T and Donna on the Auctions for You 24-hour marathon that they did on the auctions this weekend. She sold one lot of cards for $100, but the second set of cards went for $1,000. She said she was amazed. She thought it was a joke at first, but yeah, was amazed. I want to welcome Rachel, Reventing Rachel. How you doing, Rachel? Welcome. So that was amazing. And I just happened to catch her live today when she was talking about it.
Yeah, actually, Global Voodoo is the one that won the $1,000 card lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was between her and Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a big talk of the day the next morning. I want to welcome Brittany Brands. Who got them brands? Brandy. Welcome, baby. So yeah, it's amazing what the different channels can bring someone rather than the routine of what we do every day. And that's what I enjoy on a lot of the different other channels. And that's what I like about what you do, Ed, where that brings more to everyone else with the variety of other videos. Yeah. If all of y'all who are just coming in, if y'all didn't know, go ahead and get at it and kind of briefly tell everybody what you do and what your channel's about, because we have more people in the chat now.
Okay. In my case, my channel, YouTube Matchmaker, that's what obviously spelled out as it is on the screen with the letter U2BE. Basically, what we do is we show off a lot of different channels. It's all about giving content creators, people with YouTube channels, more of an audience, an opportunity to bring in people that otherwise might not find them, might not know about them. I market my channel out to, right now I count 31 different types of channels just as genres where I go in. I meet a lot of people, like I have Johnny here and Victoria with Adventures in Reselling for this community, Harry Humstone. But people from all different variety of channels. And we just go through a lot of channels, bring them up on the screen, play videos, link them in the chat. And whether or not you're in the chat or not, if you're a part of my community, I'll be showing you off, just like Johnny just said, hey, we got different people in the chat right now. Let them know. That's what I do for you. Even the days you're not in my chat, I'm still bringing up your channels and showing them off to more people.
And Ed, go ahead, Louis, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself for those who just came in.
All right. Well, I'm Cali Reseller Luis. I'm a reseller. I resell. I've been reselling for years. I do sell on Mercari and on OfferUp. I've eventually sold on eBay before as well. And I post videos every week, either 1 or 2 a week of different things, either of stuff that I sell online, or when I do go to the Goodwills or the thrift stores or a yard sale. Eventually, when the yard sales pick up again, because out here in California, we're on lockdown again. So we'll see when we'll see those again. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So I post up videos in that. Pretty much, I'm also a sports card collector. So I also do unboxing of packs of boxes of baseball cards, and I show what I got or what I get, and always have a good time doing it.
All right, I have a few more I want to welcome again. We have, let's see where it goes. Steve-O, the SC Thrift Treasure. That's Steve-O. And then we have Maggie Doodle in the house. Welcome, Maggie. So good to see each and every one of y'all each day that we have alive. And so I want to go ahead and I also want to welcome, I just saw a new one in the chat. Ready to go. The world renowned historian. Welcome. I think I've seen some of your videos the other day. It came across as my feed or something. So welcome. Well, thank you for coming, though. He said he can't stay long. Right here. But he can't stay long. Just wanted to stop by and support the host and the matchmaker who told me this was happening. Well, thank you. Hope you can catch. We have our lives that I do on Monday and Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, where I try to have guests. And if I don't have a guest on Wednesdays, I usually do a open mic night. This Wednesday, I do have someone who's coming on. Her name is, let me see real quick. I want to say Reseller Mom. Reselling Mom. Couldn't only make it on Wednesday. So she'll be here Wednesday. Instead of us just having open mic night, she will be my guest for Wednesday. Then on Saturdays, I do with a host with Larry, LL Stash. We have been doing this now since March. And we usually have at least 2 guests on Saturdays where we basically do the same thing, but it's more of a Saturday crew that we get, and we just chat and talk and have a good time and relax with each other and whatever happens in the conversations. All right, let's see. South Florida. Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They're going to be closing a lot of places again, especially southward. Well, and that's another thing. Thank you for bringing it up, Fluffy. If anyone is interested, and I've been trying to keep in touch with everybody who's contacted me back and forth. If for any reason I have not gotten in touch with you, because I've been very busy getting a lot of guests on the shows, and I try to do a month at a time. Right now, I am already full for the first week, looking to fill up the second part of the week I'm even full already on the second week. But anyway, in the descriptions of all my videos, I do have my email, my Facebook page, I have Instagram. Please contact me and we'll arrange something that is good and it fits in your schedule. So I'll put you in the calendar because that's what I do. And when I get an email, I also put your email into the calendar to where it sends you a reminder to put on your calendar so we both won't forget. So if you don't mind, send me a message and I'll be glad to put you in. It's an honor to have each and every one of my guests on my show. And so just reach out to me. I will put you on the calendar, whatever fits best in your schedule. And y'all, believe it or not, I have someone who I've been trying to get since March. Finally locked down a date this month. And I am so excited, finally, to get Joey Bada Bing 22 on our live next Wednesday with him and Jelly Bean, his girlfriend. She just started doing eBay. And so she's getting excited to get started. And so they're both going to be my guests on next Wednesday, the 5th. Nice. I'm excited about that one. Yeah. We finally got a date because his overtime stopped already. He's not doing as much work anymore. So he finally was able to get a date in for me. All right, I saw a comment. Let me find it again. You're more than welcome to talk about anything we want to talk about. Let's see, what's this? Tees auction. Oh, okay. Rachel will be on Tees auction this weekend, this Saturday. Well, congratulations. I'm going to check it out. You know I will.
Definitely.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of stuff from Rachel. Let's see. I saw another question somewhere or a comment. I'm trying to reach everybody because it goes so fast.
Yep.
I want to thank each and every one of you again each week when y'all come out and support the channel. And for those to not know yet, if you didn't get the alert for tomorrow, there is a premiere coming out tomorrow. You'll get the Vara's chicken soup. Oh, okay. Tomorrow, there's going to be a premiere tomorrow at 9:30 of a video I got coming out. And I will be featuring Queen Cleopatra because of the auction items that I've gotten from her in the last couple of weeks. And so what I did was I combined all the items that I've gotten from her, including a couple of little goodies that I have in the part of the video. There's going to be a breaking news broadcast in that video you must see. It's going to be pertaining to my 500 sub giveaway. And in that clip, it's going to tell you what you got to do and how it's going to happen. So hopefully we'll see y'all the premiere tomorrow at 9:30 on that.
Definitely.
I think Dana is in Florida.
So it looks like.
So does anyone have any questions that y'all would like to ask on the panel of guests? Please do so in the chat, and we'll be glad to answer them for you.
Come on, guys. Don't be shy.
Yeah, come on. And again, don't forget to sub to each other. If y'all have any questions, just let it out. Because I don't know if y'all know, Ed has a channel where he also promotes each one of us and others who are not even in the reselling community. We have a question from Steve-O, the SC Thrift Treasures. Do y'all sell? Does anyone of us sell on Macari? Ed, Joe Lewis, why don't you start that one?
Yeah, I do sell on Macari. That's actually my main platform right now. I'm almost at 300 positive ratings on Macari, so I'm still going strong on there. Macari's been good to me. It's been a good platform. One thing about being on Macari is stay consistent with your listings and make sure you're constantly checking your listings and, you know, just keep a listing.
Well, I have a question about Macari. I've been on Macari now for about a month and a half, and I've started with the first 12 listings I put up there. The first 2 sold within the first day of me listing. And then, of course, I've been listing. But the only thing I don't understand is why, when they bring your price down, they go down to the last platform of the cost that they can get for your item, but then it's way lower than what you actually wanting for the item.
Yeah, well, if you have it, it gives you an option to for them. If you let them to drop the price every couple of days, you don't have to have that option. And when I list the stuff, I don't put that option. I put a set price and you know, leave it for a few days. And of course, if you don't see no movement, then you could actually promote the item, and you could drop it maybe $1 if you want, you know. And that's what I usually do. Or usually people just make offers on them, and then you kind of go back and forth with them to see if you want to sell it at the price that they're offering you, or you kind of go back and forth. But yeah, there is something on there that if they do it for you, but they actually do drop the price drastically on the listing.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Now, what happens when you go in and you go to put the price in? Oh, they got that thing called promoted. What is that about?
Yeah. Well, when you go on there, when you promote it, once you put the listing together and you put it on there, it has an option for you to promote it. So every time you promote that item, you could promote it to everybody, or if you have any likes on there, you could just promote to the people that are actually interested in the item, and you could give the people that are interested in the item a certain price. Like you say, if you have an item for $20 and you see there's like 10 people that like it, you could probably say, okay, I'll offer it to this 10 people for 10, you know, maybe $2 less, and sell it for 18. And from there, you know, eventually one of those people that are interested will end up buying it. Towards on the other end, when you promote it to the whole platform, you could just drop $1 on it, and it actually pushes your listing up to the top of the ladder again, like they say.
Yeah, because what I did was I went on ahead. I started this weekend. I went ahead and deactivated all my listings. So I'm doing one at a time, because what I'm doing is I'm also putting it on. I just started this weekend on Etsy, but what I'm doing with Etsy is also I have a lot of quotes that I make. So I'm going to put my quotes on there and see how that works on Etsy. But I'm taking them off of Macari because there was no action on them. I had a lot of people that liked them, but I didn't like the way that Macari was dropping my price. So I didn't know that I had to take that thing off of there. I didn't know that's how it worked. I'm still learning about the different platforms, because my main full-time platform is eBay. But I'm trying to learn on how to do some of the other platforms. Do y'all collect anything in particular? I guess is what Steve was asking.
I wouldn't say that I really do right now. I've got quite a few knives that I was selling back in the flea market days when I was doing that, and they're mostly from like Pakistan, China, that are like the $10 to $20 sale jobs, mostly kind of decorative, and some are functional, you know, more than others, but they're more pretty knives with the eagles and the timber wolves and things like that on there. But I've probably got 400 or so of those that are, you know, that I would love to sell, that I'm kind of stuck with right now. Not real sure what to do with in my current state situation here. I've been really into professional wrestling since I was a kid. So anytime that I come across things that are wrestling memorabilia. That's something that I keep an eye on. But right now, I'm not really in a market to buy. But when the time comes, that would be kind of my types of things.
Right. Well, for me, I try not to collect anything because everything I buy, I want to sell it instead of
Right.
collect it because I'm tired of dusting it.
Yep.
What about you?
Me, I do collect sports cards. I like. I'm a big Dodger fan, so definitely I collect anything Dodgers. And I've been a sports collector of cards since I was a kid. So I have quite a collection of sports cards that I've actually gotten graded and different stuff. Just like at the auction we had for Squashy, I auctioned off that Pee Wee Reese autographed roster form, PSA. That was out of my personal collection. But like I said, I wanted to do it to help out Squashy and you know, help them with what they're going through right now. And so that's pretty much what I collect. Anything else I do resell, and eventually for my private stuff I do sell. Once I let go of it, then I'll go ahead and sell it.
Funky Fluffy has a question. Does anybody like clip-on earrings? I don't have a problem with selling them. There goes my clock. I don't have a problem selling them, especially when they're 925 or gold or vintage. I do that a lot. So I don't know about anybody else. Do y'all? No. Oh, don't promote your item. Okay. Drop your price. Oh, drop the price yourself. I need to check into that when I turn. Like I said, I'm working on redoing everything because right now what I'm doing is I'm doing Macari and Etsy, and I'm trying to cross post those together. But I'm trying to keep some things off of and put them on Etsy. I do have a lot of stuff that I need to start pushing. A lot of handmade stuff I do. Let's see. Turn off the option to promote to my likers, and I do free shipping, which that's what I started doing on the free shipping when I started relisting. And what I've been doing on those, Macari, is I've been checking my listings and seeing if there's anything I can correct or update and then repost it. And now it gives it a new look to it. Let's see, 1 hour before his auction on YouTube. That's right, he does it every Monday. Can you put my email in the chat? Yes, you can, Cleo. Yes. Put your link to your YouTube channel too, Cleo. Anyone who has anything coming up this week, special, go ahead and put your links in the chat. And while I'm saying that, I need to get my link for the premiere tomorrow. I'm saying this and I haven't done it yet. Like, okay, Johnny, come on, get with the program. I did that today, and I'm working on another video that I'm coming out with this week on Thursday. So I'm trying to get that one together. That's going to be what I sold for the month of June because I'm trying to keep it. Because right now I really don't have a lot of sales per day. So what I've been doing is trying to do them by the month, and then what I do is I also put other types of how am I packing them kind of thing, or other things into the videos when I do those. Let's see. Let me get to my video here. Video. Yeah, because I just put this on screen. Let's see if I can find it.
To answer Rosie's Closet's question from earlier, I stay in Ontario, California.
Oh, okay. That's right. We did talk about that this earlier. You did ask. All right, everyone. I'm going to put the title of this video that you must, if y'all want to enter into the what I do here, I just did it twice. If y'all want to enter to the giveaway that I'm doing for 500 sub giveaway when I hit 500, go ahead and might want to go to this video and is it doing this? Oh, I know why. There we go. And here's the link to that video. This way, y'all can go ahead and bookmark it for y'all for tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Is the premiere. And that's where I'm going to do the Queen Cleopatra's auction items that I got from her. And in the center of that, somewhere in that video, there is a news news breaking clipping in there. Welcome, Rosie. How you doing, Crystal?
So I got a question.
Yes.
So I'm just seeing, there's a lot of giveaways. There's a lot of things in the mail, different communities that I'm a part of. And with you guys in the resale game, obviously mailing a lot of stuff out. Right now, I've got something either lost in the mail, stolen in the mail, or on their way back to sender. What are you guys finding right now with, like, I'm hearing different things about things being held up and just not getting places in a timely manner. Is that something that you're experiencing? Is that more international than it is in the U.S., or what are you finding on that?
Okay, one of the things that I'm learning, for example, a couple of weeks ago, I ordered some stuff online through an auction through Queen Cleopatra in Victoria. And she sent the items, and she sent me, whenever you buy something from somebody, they usually send you the tracking number.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, you usually can track it up to your door when it's delivered. But lately, because there's been so much of an overwhelming amount of packages being shipped because of being home and buying online and that kind of thing, for some reason, they're having trouble keeping track of a lot of packages. But like, for example, she sent me 3 different packages. Now, I did get 2 of them, but the other one said it was still stuck in her town. It was never left her post office. Well, the next day, I get it showing up at my door.
Yeah.
So the tracking part is not keeping up on where they need to go on the tracking. I just got an email today from someone that I just mailed out on the 17th. That was 10 days ago. And I sent it priority mail. And they still haven't gotten it yet. The tracking says it's still in shipping. It's still in transit. So I'm going to try to see what I can find out for them. But it is just crazy right now. And they're always going to tell you when you call or you try to talk to them, most of the excuses you get is because of the COVID. But I know for a fact my postmaster at my clerk area, she tells me that a lot of times it's just overwhelming with the amount of tracking going through. I really don't have it. That's what's been happening, getting all my packages so far, except for like this one that I haven't, I didn't hear anything yet, but they just sent me an email today. Also, if y'all haven't, Ed, this is one that you need to go check out as well. Him and his wife, they're expecting a little girl, a little boy, a baby. Redneck Resale. It's Colton and Courtney. They do a live every Sunday, and they do a video every day. And that's a video you need to go check out. That's all I got to say. Welcome, Courtney and Colton. Colton and Courtney. I always get a mouthful twist on that. All right, I'll make sure I don't miss any comments. Now, what about you, Louis? Are you having any trouble with your mail? Shipping?
Yeah, actually, there was a couple of packages that I dropped off last week in the actual post office, and I hadn't seen any tracking movement on any of the packages. And then actually today, one of the packages that I sent out was scanned that it arrived at the sourcing facility in Wisconsin, but it was never accepted here in my city of Ontario. So I could relate to what you're saying about the tracking not being accurate, or they're so overwhelmed. Because I actually went in there this morning to see what was going on, because I told him, well, I dropped the packages off here with you guys. I handed it to him, and there's no tracking. But he told me the same thing, that they're just overwhelmed with all the packages right now, and they're shorthand with especially with the COVID-19 stuff going on. He said that they're really hurting for people right now, and that's why they're kind of, instead of packages being delivered within 2 to 4 days, it's taking up to 6 or 8 days to get delivered.
Now, I know some people do a pickup at their home, and you can do a printout for what you mail out that day. But I know someone who's had problems with that, where they've had the sheet scanned, and a lot of the packages aren't showing up for them. But this is what I have done from the beginning. I've always done it, and I will do it till the day that I stop whatever I'm doing. What I do is when I go to the post office, I go to the window, because they give me this little printout right here. Okay. I make sure I get it for every package I send out that day, because that way I know myself, in the goodness of my heart, that they have it and they scanned it, because they'll do it right there and they give you the receipt. That's why I do that. Now, I know everybody has their own ways of doing things, but for me, I'm only 2 minutes away from the post office. I usually do it on my way to going doing something else that I do, and I make it for the route that I'm doing for that reason. I want to welcome Coin Collections with Tyler. Welcome. I just seen one of your videos, let's say maybe Friday or this weekend. You weren't he on your video that you did, Ed?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I remember seeing him from. Welcome. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So yeah, anything that you do when it comes to the post office, I recommend you do whatever's comfortable for you. But for me, I'm just about all that paper trail kind of thing. So that's why when I go to the post office, I make sure that I have my little tracking paperwork that says they have it, they got it. And 9 times out of 10, when I go to speak to my mail clerk, the postmaster, like in March, I had a package that disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to it, so I had to give the customer their money back. I refunded the customer. The lady at the post office tells me do a reverse resender. So I did that. It cost me $22. And now to this day, they still can't find it. But then they tell me it's the last known scan was in one of the local towns here in our state, where the packages go from here to the central warehouse, and that's the last known place where they saw it. So just always keeping up with your packages lately has been very hard. And of course, yeah, you do get excuses. Sometimes I know Queen had gotten a lot of problems with her postmaster. They don't even open her post office.
Yep.
That's what I don't understand about why that's happening.
Yeah.
And then again, that's true. Something happens where you get a tracking, and then the package shows up saying there's no tracking somewhere. But yeah, finally shows up at your house. Yeah, so far, I've gotten one today on a request. Let's see. I will post the link for that in here so you can watch it. Matchmaker. Okay. And also, just a reminder, I'm gonna put this in the link again. Where did I have it at? For those who just came in, tomorrow I will be doing a premiere, and I'm gonna put the link in, and this is the title of the video. That's gonna premiere at 9:30, and it's gonna be a major news break clip in that video about a 500 sub giveaway. So hope to see y'all there when I'm in the chat tomorrow morning. Coin collections, yes, that's Old English Scottish coins, uncirculated too. Wow, Fluffy. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free. Don't be shy. Ask questions for our panel of guests. That way you can ask questions. That's what they're here for, and we're here to promote their channels. Yep. Also, don't forget. I think either Jennifer or somebody has, I think, been putting your channel links in the chat, but if not, you can go ahead and do it.
So Johnny, you said that your primary platform is eBay.
I'm full-time eBay on my platform is eBay Major.
Yeah.
And then I just started this past weekend. I did sign up for the Etsy. And I also do Macari.
When did you start doing eBay?
I actually started a year ago on the 24th of this month.
Okay.
Made a year.
I'm curious.
Averaging usually on my I don't go by the month, I go by the 90-day mark because I've been doing it every 90 days. I'm averaging close to usually every 90 days about $4,700 a quarter.
I'm curious how much it's changed from when I started. I mean, one of the reasons I got out of eBay or whatever, one of the reasons was that it just felt like a lot of changes going on with the structure of like how you did your shipping and just different things. Like there just were things that were changing a lot that seemed to impact cost here and there. And I guess what I was selling was lower, like you just didn't have that much margin. You just didn't have that. So if they were going to make me not be able to recover my 60-cent mailer or whatever that I was putting something in, like I was, out, something there, right? So I was kind of volume, but very small markup type items. And so I got away from it, but I was selling back in the early to mid 2000s. And then I was selling again. I don't know if I was doing eBay. I guess that was probably the main time I was doing eBay was in that early to mid 2000s. And I'm just curious, I'm hearing more and more people now talk about eBay and talking that they're making money on eBay these days. And I guess I'm just wondering for anybody that's been in the game that long, how it changed from back in the early days to maybe a time when maybe, at least for me, it didn't seem real attractive to how is it better now? Or I don't know if anybody can share anything on that. I felt like fees were nickel and diming me to death, I guess.
I think for me, I remember back in the day when you had to send money orders.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a big change from money orders, shipping a money order, and then waiting for your products to come in. Where now you go online and you can pay any kind of way you want now. And of course, they are having changes right now with the
PayPal
managed payment thing. But I'm noticing even with Etsy, they're the same as far as that managed payment system. What I like about it though, when it does go into change and in effect, you can set up your money to go into your account daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And so what I've learned to do too is with my eBay, I get more discounts because I pay my bill that I get for my fees every week. Some people pay every day. But for me, I like to see my totals for the week, and I don't take nothing out of my PayPal account until that payment has been paid for the week, that I know the rest is clear. But then I always leave extra in there for postage, even when I get my new orders come in. And that saves in my account until I go ahead and get the next week's pay. And that's what I like about the new eBay. I don't know. Like I said, I've only been doing it a year. And you can hear some horror stories out there, but I'm enjoying it. What about you, Louis?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I was on eBay before too, yeah, the fees were different. I mean, I know everything's changed now from when I was on there. And yeah, you know, you're right on what you're saying. I did the same thing. I used to pay my fees every week like that. You make sure you took care of that and you knew how much you had left. And then you also leave money for the postage. And in case there's a return or something happens where you have to refund one of your customers. So I just pretty much won't touch the money, and I'll just let it accumulate and maybe pull it out within 3 weeks or a month once, you know, most of the stuff's been cleared.
Yep. Let's see. Rachel says, I just got List Perfect. How do y'all feel about that? I have never tried it. I hear a lot about it. The only thing I hear bad about that is you got to watch it when you're cross-posting with List Perfect. I'm not sure that if you sell something on one platform, does it clear the other platform and takes it off? I've been hearing people saying they've been having trouble with that. I don't use it. I'm trying to stay away from that because I'm on the one that I want to see it and I want to enter it myself or that kind of thing. So I don't know how you feel about it. You do List Perfect?
I don't do List Perfect. I've heard of it, but I've never tried it. No.
Also want to welcome in the house. We have Jessica Davis. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while, but welcome. I think I've seen you in other chats. Somebody else, Arkansas Big Hog Hensley. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see, Arkansas. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure we get everybody's comments. And then if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat. That's the only way you can know anything about our guest.
I know this goes way back, and I'm sure they've changed this, but I remember there was a period of time where they had a turbo lister or something like that on eBay. I don't know if that's something today they have, or I guess now it's a lot easier now to list things. Way back in the day, you had to manually enter each one, and it was really time consuming. I think Dana was just kind of talking about the automation is so much better now, but both on getting your money and, you know, there was so much paperwork. Like I had to go to a UPS store where I had a PO box and go get the money orders, and I had to come back, match it up with who sent it and keep track of all that crap back, 2004, whenever that would have been. But I know that's all changed, but even listing back in the day, it was so time consuming. And I'm guessing now that's a lot more improved.
Let's see. Then it says, Ed, it's much more easy automated automations from back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Much more easy automated automations. Let's see. Where did it go? Oh, this flew by. Okay. That's one thing about this chat in this streamer. When it goes, it goes.
Right.
Yeah, it flies through. You got to keep up.
That's my biggest fear of as my channel continues to grow is just that. I did implement the slow mode a little bit. I only put it to like 5 or 6 seconds, but I mean, just because that's my fear is not being able to at all keep up. I feel bad when I miss people. I feel bad when I miss people. Oh gosh, I'd have to tell you off air, or somebody else would have to explain it. You gotta go into like management and then chat or something. I'm not. You do it through your studio, but I'd have to play around.
I'll check it out. There's always a video somewhere for it.
Yeah. That's how I found it.
Yeah, I remember money orders, checks, and trips to the post office. Yeah, I remember those days too. But I wasn't selling on eBay then. I was buying. Yeah, every now and then I hear that story.
I'm still out of the loop with this technology that with this COVID thing. It's the very first time I ever did the phone app for a check to put it into my bank. Like I'd always just went into the bank and done my stuff. And, you know, it's the very, very first time I ever did the take a photo, send it through. And just because my bank was literally closed, that, you know, or whatever, I couldn't go in or without an appointment or something. And so I'm kind of being forced to use some of this technology. And like you just asked me how to do something, and it's like I don't know how to explain it. I'm not very good. Once I figure it out, I'm good. But it's like, you know, that initial process just seems like such a pain. I think that's one of the reasons that I'm kind of out of the eBay game right now. So I'm sure you guys will help me navigate
what I like
through
about
some of the.
when I first started, I basically was watching the channels that I was watching. What I also did was I was also going through and doing like Google searches and other YouTube channels and how to do this and how to do that. And then I was helping people behind the scenes. And so they kept saying, why don't you do this? Why don't you make a video about it? So then I did a 14 series of 14 different videos on how to, when a comment would come through the chat, that's how I got my idea for the next video.
Awesome.
And that went for 14 shows. Yeah. So
I'll
that
be checking those out. Cool.
So that's one of the things that I like to do. But I also like to just there and experiment and check it out.
Yeah.
That's how I basically learned how to do the intro and the outro for the actual live stream when we're in there. So like when I'm starting, I don't have this awkward moment of waiting are we live and talking and something happens. And then at the end, I have another one that I'm going to show at the end now because I just started that a week ago where it does the same thing where we're going to be exiting out, but at least it mutes our mics while this is happening, where it gives it a smooth exit too. So
I like that.
It seems to be working pretty good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Great day, brothers. And again, don't forget, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat, and I'll make sure I get to it. All right, let's see. Thank you, Doug. Just trying to go through here. So how's Courtney doing, Colton? Yeah, they finally got caught one of the rats in their episodes. You're welcome, Tyler. And what I like y'all to do too, we are getting closer to the end of the video live stream, so you're more than welcome to put your links in the chat, especially if you have anything coming up or any special events. So those that are interested in checking out your channel, if they're not subscribed yet, this way this will help you connect with others here in the chat, and also to the fact that you can check out their videos and hit a reminder and hit those bells so that way you can get their videos when they come out. Let's see here, Kajun. What can I do with the wrench? When do you need me to do to help you with it? Well, basically what I do in the chat is I have several people that are in the back streams watching. So there's really nothing you can do unless you see someone that comes in the chat. The wrenches are your moderators, but I do have some that are already there. Like, for example, Robert. He's upstairs. That's my husband. But he will watch it in case if something happens or there's bad talking in the chat. I like to keep things on a positive level. And so he will definitely, or like Dana or Simply Dana or Jennifer or others that are in the chat know how I am. They will block or delete those that are doing bad comments or whatever in the chat. So just enjoy yourself every now and then. Try not to do it too close to each other, and put your links in for your channels to support your channel. That way others can go and visit your channels. Don't forget, because you're in the chat, 3 dots are not there no more. So what you can do is hover over that link, hit the right click of your mouse or your laptop or whatever you're using, and open it in another tab. That way you can always go back. And what I do is I have a watch later list where once I'm seeing somebody new for the first time in a chat, I will put it in that watch list. Then I'll go back and watch it later so I don't miss what's going on in the chat that I'm in at that time. So that's what the wrench is about. Just working. I understand that one, Colton. Thank you, Robert. I didn't realize he was answering. Oh, how many sales have y'all had today? Well, today I had 4 go out this morning and nothing else since today, but I always do offers. What I've been trying lately is I find I'm getting more sales because I've taken all my listings on eBay and I've taken off the make an offer where they don't send me offers on everything. And what I do is I started on all my items in eBay putting free shipping. For me to do that, I had to go to each item and I actually added the 12%. I'm noticing that my basic postage is about 12 to 15%. So depending on the item, how heavy it may be, I will add up to 15% on those items, and I'll mark it free shipping. And I find that's been working for me for the last 2 weeks. And I only send out offers to those that are watching on a daily basis, sometimes twice a day. And I'm also finding out that when I do that, I'm getting more sales that way. I'm trying different things throughout the year to see what works best. I keep my numbers on a spreadsheet to give me an idea of what's working best for me. And so far, it seems like the free shipping, adding the 15% into the cost, and I stopped running sales for this last week. This is my second week. I haven't run a sale, and it seems to be going well. So I may be going in and out and trying like a week without sales, 1 week with sales, and see what happens. But that's what my sales have been pretty steady every day.
Same here.
Yeah.
I've had 5 sales today, so it's not too bad. It's been steady. Goes anywhere between 3 to 5 per day, so it's pretty steady.
And of course, I'm trying to list a lot every day too, because I'm trying to build up my. This is a good problem to have. I've been leaving my store at about 1,100 items listed, and then as I get closer to the 1,200, I get more sales. That brings the number down, so that makes me want to work all harder because I'm trying to get up to 1,500, between 12 and 1,500 by Q4, which is the busiest time of the year. Because last year I was not ready, so this year I will be ready.
Same here. I'm stocking up right now too, so I'll be ready.
Well, I already started listing. I'm doing really well with it. I bought 2 different times. I bought bulk items from a Facebook Marketplace buy for my guy, and these were all wrestling figures, the WWE wrestling figures, brand new in the pack.
Nice.
Yes, they're on the. I have some left on the eBay store, and all my videos. I do have the link to my eBay store in there, and so I have a lot of it being sold lately. So nice. I have another set that's going to be coming out soon. So I'm trying to make room for those.
Got my attention.
I saw that.
I'm more into the classics, but yeah, I always like checking those things out.
Yeah, I have a lot on my eBay store right now, but I think I have about less than half of what I listed already since February and March.
When did you start doing baseball cards there, Lewis? Or when did you start collecting them?
Ooh, I started collecting baseball cards maybe when I was about 8 years old. I started. An uncle of mine actually got me into the baseball card thing, and he used to buy baseball card packs every week, and I used to go with him to the baseball card shop that was down the street from the house, and that's how I got introduced to baseball cards, and I started collecting. And ever since, I'm 42 years old right now, and I still collect them to this day.
So about mid 80s, somewhere in there, 86.
Yeah, about early 80s. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty
close.
All right,
I want you to bring attention to this link. If y'all haven't done this already, Ed does a survey, and this helps him reach out to you with videos that may help you of what you may have interest in. I've done the survey myself, and it is a good little quick little video survey that helps him to connect you with videos of things that you may like. Don't be afraid to go ahead and check that out, and you never know what kind of videos you can connect with other YouTube creators.
It's going to end up a game changer for this because every week I'm growing my community. I'm working really hard to do that. And so like Wednesday, when I show off 60 channels, it's going to be all very organized to do that. But I've had 200 people in my chats over my first 7 weeks that have been actively participating. So obviously it's harder and harder to feature a channel. I'm going to keep everybody in the mix, and it's a good opportunity when you're in the chat because you can drop your links and network and meet people and market yourself as well. But by having this survey like this, it's going to help me because I'm marketing this everywhere, not just content creator to content creator. This is also viewers that don't have channels, marketing it Facebook, everywhere else. And it gives me that opportunity. Then somebody says, hey, I'd be interested in seeing videos about antiques and resale and collectibles and things like that. Now I know I can recommend Victoria with, Adventures in Reselling, Harry Humstone, who these guys, I mentioned them because they've been a part of my community already. But then, all of you guys now that are learning about me and joining us. And also, I do this as a service. I do this. This is my full-time gig. This is what I do. It's what I can do. I work, out of home here. I'll do it for you as long as I possibly can. There are ways to kind of join up with me as well that are featured there. But whether or not you ever give me a dime, I'm trying to help everybody I can with this service. And ultimately, it's all about just getting more eyes and ears on your stuff. So it's really, if at all possible, share that out with anybody you can to get some outside people to participate, because I've got 31 categories that you can check box. I'm interested in videos about coins. I'm interested in videos about pets, whatever it is, cooking. That, a lot of people taking this will mark 10 boxes. And so even though you're in a resale, channel, and that's kind of what we know you for, we don't know that you also have interest in A, B, and C. And now I can really personalize a list of, here's some channels to check out. And I'll just do it periodically. It's not going to be, every day I'm sending you an email or whatever, but maybe once a week, I'll just send you out a few recommendations, and we're just getting started.
Yeah. And what I like about the survey too, and this helps with you putting together the videos that you do put together in your stream when you're doing it. I was in there, I think, twice already, and it's amazing on how many channels you find with the categories that you have on that survey.
I had no idea comedy. I guess I'm a weird person this way. Like for me, like a typical stand-up comedian doesn't really do it for me. I don't know. I find people funny that I probably shouldn't, or that isn't mainstream funny. But then somebody says, "Hey, you gotta check this person out." I'm like, "Yeah, that didn't do it for me." But in my survey so far, comedy is really high up on the list. Of like people that have marked I'm into comedy. So I got to figure out what that means exactly. Because that's kind of a broad category. But it's kind of interesting because that's and something I haven't really branched out to include much of yet in my stuff. So, of course, everybody has a different idea of what comedy is and what's offensive and what's not and whatever. But I don't want to like alienate people either with what I show off. But ultimately, I don't tell people I like this, I don't like this very often. A couple of the channels I can't help but show my enthusiasm for. But for the most part, I'm just showing off a wide variety, and we go through them pretty quickly. And people have the opportunity then to go hit the links of the ones they're interested in. I doubt 40% of what I show off is really going to interest you, but that's what it's all about, is find those few that you really want to connect with, because there's only so many hours in the day, so it's not realistic to go connect with 2,000 channels.
Correct. I want to answer Fluffy's question. He said, did somebody say WWE? Yes, I did. I have a large collection of WWE figures that are brand new, sealed in its packages on my eBay store. If you go to any of my videos, including this one, in the description below, you will see that I have my eBay store link in there, and you're more than welcome to check it out. And I do have more to list as soon as I get the room to put the second batch of figures that I have. And also, Fluffy, go ahead and put your link in the chat for your video coming up for your auction, so that everybody can go and put the reminder on for you on your video coming up on your live auction. Back to Louis. Is there any particular card that reaches out to you that you've done the best on, or things that maybe people should be looking out for?
Yeah, I wished I had a couple of cards that I did get when I was a kid that could have been worth some money. But unfortunately, my mother threw them out one time that we moved. And when we got to our new place, I dig through them and asked her, "Where's my box of cards?" And she said, "Oh, I throw those old things away." So there was a couple of cards I had in there, and I remember I was just a kid, so I cried. And after a while, my uncle actually bought me a couple of packs of cards, and he said, "Just start over again." But there was a couple of cards in there that I wished I still had, because they were like my first cards that I got. So it was more the sentiment.
I'm going to give a shout out to Jay. He was on our live this weekend. I didn't realize he was that close. He's only 8 subs away from 6,000, y'all.
Wow.
If y'all haven't subscribed to him, go check him out. He's in the UK. He was on our live this Saturday, and I enjoy his videos. He does a lot of daily walks to the different places where he sources. He donated to Matchmaker. Oh, he does. Okay. All right, everyone. Did anybody have any questions? Want to know anything? Feel free to ask, because I don't want to keep my two guests too long. I try to keep it as close to 10 hours as I can, but if I see that the chat's dying out with questions, we'll go ahead and close it out. Larry will be warning that. Larry, will you be wearing that dress soon? Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna try to get to everybody's comments. Jessica stepped away, getting my. Oh, my wife put together groceries. Okay. Appreciate that, Ina. Listening while she's cooking. Well, welcome, sweet Texas. Hope you're having a good day.
Thank you, Lorena.
I saw her in another chat earlier today. I think. Been through so many different chats while working.
You know,
Yeah, he gave me a shout out on his video yesterday. When he did his was it yesterday? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was yesterday because I watched it this morning. He went on ahead and gave me a shout out for being on the show. That was pretty cool.
Sweet Texas Finds has been, coming into my chat, and I see her around and stuff. And we met also in the Victoria's Adventures in Reselling there. One thing I want to just say is with what I'm doing with showing off a lot of videos and bringing people up on the screen is she has a really great brief intro video. It's like probably 90 seconds, something like that. And it's just a thing for everybody, anybody that wants to come into my chat and hang out and have me showing you off on a regular basis and things like that, is having a video like that where you kind of either just give an idea, here's what you can expect from my channel, or some kind of like a highlight, a thing where set it to 3 minutes or less or something like that. It really makes my life easier because I'm kind of going through your channel hunting and picking out usually a shorter video to show off. And it's kind of sometimes hit and miss a little bit, of what, if it's going to really give the people a real idea of what you got going on. So I just want to give her a little mention that I really like her intro video. And, if you get a chance to go check out what I'm talking about on her page there with that, and maybe try to create something like that. It just is kind of a nice way to have a little something I can show off for you if you're interested.
Okay. Yeah, I've watched her videos. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Her name's Lena. Louis, is her name Lena?
Lorena.
Okay. So also, I want to mention to everyone again, for those who just started coming back in, had to leave and step away. I'm always looking for guests. Don't be afraid to send me an email, Facebook page me, or Instagram me. It would be an honor to have y'all, especially Lorena, to come and be a guest on the show. I make sure to put your name in the on the calendar, and then what I do is I use your email to send you a reminder, including myself as a reminder as my guest for who's coming on each day. And so that's been a pretty good little feature that I've been doing. So if you're interested in wanting to promote your channel, feel free to please contact me. Those are information that you can contact me. It's all in all of my videos, and the video clip that I do in the front of my videos. In the descriptions, there's a link to the commercial originally where I got that from. Hey, Johnny, I want to say I've been listening while working. Great show. Thank you for always keeping it positive. Well, thank you, Keelam. I would love to have you on the show one day, too. And that's my goal, is to keep everything positive, having everybody have a good time, get to communicate with each other. And that's what the show's all about, and that's what I'm trying to keep it in that aspect. Big dog, I put $20 good cheddar in the Cajun WD stash. Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be taking more than that for those. I'm sorry. Message by Dove. Does that count? Sure, why not? Okay, let me do this one more time for y'all. When I get to this real quick. I know it's in here somewhere. Let me see if I can get to it real quick. I want to thank each and every one of y'all, like I do every day, every video, for coming and supporting the channel. And because y'all do this each and every time, y'all really show the great support y'all give me. And without y'all being with my support to my channel, I would never have gotten this far to almost 500 subs. I see Jennifer posted the link in the chat. If she's still in here, if she can do that again for me. I am giving back again, like I did on my 300 sub giveaway. I gave away a scale. It was something I had, very inexpensive. It was something that I got to start the business off with. Excuse me. So what I'm doing this time is I'm giving away 2 different things. And actually, I can show you the one of them. If you notice right behind me right here, I have a round one like this. It says, warning, this is an active eBay zone. Items left unattended may be listed and sold. Proceed with caution. That is what I'm giving away, but in a regular license plate form as one of the giveaways. So definitely go watch the video. There's a section in there. Lady Love Jump, Danica, thank you. No moon pies tonight. I did those Tuesday.
They love those moon pies.
Yeah, I try to keep up with them every week when I do my bingos. But go ahead and check out the video tomorrow, and it's going to be where it's going to say you sourcing video. How am I sourcing? You doing what Cajun or something like that in that reference. But with that said, there is going to be a clip in there that says Richard's in the house. Thank you for coming. And that's Ford Pinto spelled backwards. His name is Richard. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming and continuously supporting the channel. Every time I have a live, and when I do my regular videos, y'all always so kind and leaving great messages for me. I'm trying to start something new where if somebody has any questions, leave them in the comments on any of my videos, and I'm trying to take that and turn that into part of my video series. Excuse me. Welcome, Lone Star Picker. Lewis is in the house. Sorry about that. I was talking so long. I needed to drink something. So again, don't forget to go check that out tomorrow at 9:30. I am doing a premiere. And don't forget to go check out Ed at the U2B Matchmaker. That's where he puts videos together for those that have done the survey. If you haven't done it, go ahead and do that survey. And that gives him an idea of what everybody's interested in watching. And so he puts together a preview every week. Check that out. And Louis, any other videos that you may be coming out with this week? You said you were doing a couple of them.
Yeah, I have another one coming out tomorrow. It's going to be another card unboxing. This one's an actual 1991 lot of cards, so should be fun to see what I get.
All right, so don't forget to go subscribe to Louis so that y'all can keep an eye on those cards that he does. And as I always say by the end of all my videos, I want to thank y'all again for coming and supporting the channel. Don't forget to check out everybody else's channels and support and network. And don't forget to collaborate with each other and show and spread the love. Again, as I always say, leave you with a heart. And we're going to go ahead and close this video. And that way our guests can go to their normal everyday schedule of their life. But again, thank you. And it's an honor to have y'all both with us today.
Thank you for having us.
And thank y'all. See here. We're going to go ahead and close the show. And I'm going to do my exit.